How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a video, and I would like to, well, let me first explain why I've been away. The computer that I've had for the past 7, 8 years just stopped working one morning, and so I had to go out and buy a new one, and I went out very quickly. I think the day after this happened, and I went to Best Buy and I just picked something that I thought would be similar, and it's been taking me a while to get used to it. I'm not sure if I made the right decision or not, but we shall see. So this is the very first video that I've done with this computer, and we'll see how it. I'm looking at the screen, and the lighting is just the lighting, the colors, and my old haggard face. Everything is totally different from the other computer, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. It will be a surprise. All right, let me show you what I've got today in the mail from the Hamilton Book Company. They had one of their sales, and I picked up several things. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I was watching a video from one of my good friends on YouTube, 4K Frank. Frank's name used to be Blu-Ray Frank, and before that he was Film Fan Frank, and before that he was Fill in the Blank Frank. No, I'm kidding. Kidding about the last part, but yeah, he was Film Fan Frank, and now he's up to 4K. So there's also a fake Frank trolling around YouTube, but try to avoid him at all costs. Anyway, I was watching Frank's video, and he was showing what he got from the Hamilton Book Company. And the first item, I believe it was the first item he showed, just had me salivating. I was thinking, I've got to have one of those. So I did. Went right online and ordered this 70th anniversary edition of Casablanca. Wow, how nice is that, man? That is really nice. Good price, too. So let me show you what we have inside of here. Very nice cover. Starts out with a beautiful commemorative book. Lots of behind-the-scenes photographs and artwork from the film. And I've just sort of barely looked through this, and don't know exactly what's in here, but it has a lot of nice photographs. Okay, so we also have a nice poster. And here's a nice little item. This no, this is not a wallet. This is a set of Casablanca coasters for your home tavern setup. I know you all have one. And then finally we have the 3 discs, 2 Blu-rays and a DVD. Lots of extra features. And I wasn't paying close enough attention, I guess, when I was listening to Frank, or when I first ordered the set. But it said 4K transfer, and I didn't notice that until just tonight. So I was thinking, oh, I hope this plays on my Blu-ray player, because I do not have 4K. Went up and tried it out, and it did. So very, very grateful for that. So anyway, Casablanca, one of the best films ever made. Harry Benson's #1 film. So this is going to be nice. And here's the little card on the back, which I suppose I will keep just to cover it up with. All right. Now I got some other things from Hamilton Book. I'll show you some Blu-rays and a couple of DVDs. I got the Blu-ray for 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is a film that I love more and more every time I see it. And I got this Terrence Malick film that came out a few years ago that I have seen. It's called Knight of Cups, starring Christian Bale, Cate Blanchett, and Natalie Portman. A film that was dazzling to look at, but I felt that it was kind of lacking in a story. And I've only seen it that one time, and I came out of the theater being a little bit disappointed and confused, not knowing if I liked it. Visually, it was exciting, but I need to see it again. And at this price, I wasn't going to pass it up. I also wasn't going to pass up this very visceral, dramatic film that I saw at the theater several years ago. It's called Nocturnal Animals, starring Amy Adams, Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Shannon, and Isla Fisher. Um, Very good, very hard-hitting film. Not easy to watch, but great acting, especially by Jake Gyllenhaal. Really a fantastic film. So it'll be fun to watch. Well, fun. It'll be interesting to watch that again. And the DVDs that I got, I picked up this concert compilation from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Different performances they've had at different concerts over the many years that they've been sometimes together and sometimes not. But yeah, I love Crosby, Stills and Nash. I'm thinking about doing a video showing my Crosby, Stills and Nash collection and some of the books that I've read about them as well. This is a Woody Allen film that came out a few years ago called Wonder Wheel, which I could never find anywhere to rent. Couldn't find it on sale for a long time. It seems to have come and gone very quickly, and I don't even know if it's a very good movie, really, but I was curious. I have most of Woody Allen's other films. This has Jim Belushi, Juno Temple, Justin Timberlake, and Kate Winslet. So, see what that's like. I also got this TV series, 2 seasons of a TV show called Man with a Camera that was on back in the 50s, starred Charles Bronson when he was very young, just starting out. And I've never seen this, but I just was curious about it. And again, it was so inexpensive. And I like to look at old TV shows from the early days just to see the way things used to look and some of the guest stars that pop up, familiar faces and all that. So that'll be fun. And then I got this Buster Keaton classic silent film, Steamboat Bill Jr., which I have seen. I saw this. Where did I see this? It must have been in a film class. It's either a film class or it was on the big screen here at the Virginia Theater, our movie palace. Can't remember, but yeah, Steamboat Bill Jr. This is the first Buster Keaton silent film that I've actually bought, and it's from Kino. And this was on sale for something like $1.98. I was quite surprised. So anyway, Buster Keaton. And I want to show you some things that I got at another venue. I didn't mention in any of my videos that the very last outlet of the family video chain, we used to have something like 5 of them here in Champaign-Urbana, and the last one finally closed. And they seem to all close pretty much about the same time. And I understood that the one that was closest to me that I always went to was supposed to be staying open, and it did a little longer than the others. And then I went back one night and I saw the going out of business sale sign. So they had been going out of business for a couple of weeks, which meant that most of the good stuff had already been taken. But I did pick up some interesting things. I'll show them to you now. This is a film starring Richard Gere and Laura Linney, and it's a very dramatic film called The Dinner, a film that I'd never heard of, and I just bought it out of curiosity, and very good movie, quite impressive. One of these things that's not terribly easy to watch, but it's definitely worth watching. I also bought this um, little dystopian mystery called Distorted, starring Christina Ricci and John Cusack, and I actually found it very interesting, very fascinating. And Christina Ricci is just so infinitely strange in everything she does. Very good movie, very good little movie. I picked up a copy of the recent remake of Far From the Madding Crowd, and I had seen this at the show a couple of years ago and liked it very much. In fact, it inspired me to go back and watch the original with Julie Christie, which I like even more. But this is actually very good, very impressive. I picked up a copy of First Man starring Ryan Gosling, which I still haven't seen. Picked up another movie I haven't seen. I was the only man in the world who had not seen The 40-Year-Old Virgin. I don't know why I'd always avoided seeing it, but I laughed my ass off. This was a great movie. Had a great time watching it. Picked up a copy of Clerks, which I hadn't seen for a long time, and again I had a great time watching. I forgot how funny this was. So I'm not a fan of Clerks 2 at all, but I do like the original. So also this great Western from the old days, Silverado. Great list of stars. We have Kevin Costner, Rosanna Arquette, Scott Glenn, all these people. Very good movie. Picked up a copy of Conjuring 2. And the reason I picked this up is because I found the original Conjuring movie at Big Lots a couple of weeks before and just absolutely loved it. I was totally impressed at how good it was. Surprised, really. So I haven't watched it yet, but I'm hoping it'll be as good as the first. Then I picked up this old movie from the 1950s, Inherit the Wind, starring Spencer Tracy, Frederick March, and Gene Kelly. Of course, I've seen this, but it's been a long time since I saw it. And the only TV show that I picked up, they were really picked over for TV shows, but I picked up seasons 2 through 6 of Mad Men. Okay, Mad Men is a show that I've never seen. They didn't have season one, or I would have gotten that as well. I thought I'd give this a shot. The reason why I picked this up is so many people have told me, including my sister, that this would be right up my alley because I like things that take place in the old days, and I don't know very much about it, but I'm anxious to get into it. I understand it's very funny, so we shall see. And finally, before I let you go, back to your lives, went to Big Lots today and kind of went crazy on old TV shows. Uh, $5 a piece. The Beverly Hillbillies season 2. That's all they had. Mannix season 1. Season 1 is actually the best season of this show. The Fugitive season 1. No, yeah, season 1, volume 1. So it's the beginning. The Fugitive, David Jansen. Okay, this is a show I never got into back when I was a kid. Not really sure why. We didn't get that channel, I guess. And then I got all these different collections of Bonanza, which is another show that I did not watch when I was a kid. There must have been something on at that time. I really don't know. My dad was in charge of the TV, so if he didn't want to watch Bonanza, we didn't watch Bonanza. But this has, let's see, uh, third season, volume 1, fifth season, volume 1. I don't know how many volumes they have to all these seasons. Season 6, volume 1, season 7, volume 1, and season 8, volume 1 and volume 2. So let's see if I have time to watch all this stuff. Thank you for watching, and sorry to keep it so long. Let's see what this video looks like, and comments are welcome. Now, how do I turn this off? Everything's new here, folks. Okay.